In this video, we will talk about verbal analogy questions that are often asked in competitive exams and campus placement tests. We'll try to understand them through the help of some examples. Verbal analogies are all about relationships. They test your ability to see a relationship between two words and to recognize a similar relationship between two other words. Verbal analogy tests measure not only your understanding of the words themselves, but also your mental flexibility and ability to manipulate relationships. The key to analogy success is being able to express the relationship between the words in a pair. We don't just have to find out the meaning of individual words, but also how they are related to the other word. To solve verbal analogies, follow these 5 steps. First, figure out how the first two words are related, that is, the relationship between the given pair. Then make up a sentence that expresses that relationship. Quite often making a sentence gives you a better idea of the relationship of the words that are given. Try out your sentence on each answer choice and eliminate the ones that don't work. And finally, if you are left with more than one answer or no answer at all, go back and start the process once again. The first question over here is dash is to horse is proportionate to board is to train. And now we have to find out the right word that represents the same relationship with horse as is exhibited by board and train. So to understand the relationship between board and train, let's try to use them in a sentence. For example, I can say, when I have to go to Chennai, I board the GT Express. So here it means that for going to Chennai, I get on the GT Express. That is a train. Now, boarding means to get on a train, to get on a plane, or a bus, or any means of transport. So the word that describes getting on a horse is mount. The other three words have different meanings. Stable is a place where horses are kept. Shoe is that small strip of steel that is attached to a horse's foot in order to give it better footing. Ride is the act of mounting and going from point A to point B on a horse. So the right option over here is mount. So you can mount a horse, that is get on a horse, and that is similar to boarding a train, which means you can get on a train. Second question is coif is to hear is proportionate to dash is to music. Now coif is a collection of hair. When the hair is done in a coif, it means that it is a sort of a bun or any arrangement of hair. A musical is an arrangement of many pieces of music, and a piece of music in itself is called a score. The word score has other meanings also. The first meaning we all know, when two people or two teams are playing a sport, they keep track of their progress with a score. So when two teams are playing, they might be scoring goals or they might be making runs and so on. The word score is also used to talk about settling a score. If you settle a score, it means that somebody has done you a wrong turn and you decide to get even, and you do something that settles the score. Score also means 20. In the past, the word score was used to represent the number 20, and it is often said scores of people came to the party. But the word score is used to talk about a collection of notes in a particular arrangement so as to make a song or a tune. And in a musical, you are going to sing or you are going to listen to many scores. So the right relationship is coif is to hear is proportionate to score is to musical. Third question says fetish is to fixation is proportionate to slight is to dash. Now, both fetish and fixation represent some kind of desire. A fetish is a very unusual and unorthodox desire, a desire or a longing for something which normally people don't appreciate or which is not common. Fixation is also a kind of a desire, and if you are fixated on someone or something, it means that you are bent upon either watching them or doing that particular thing. You can have a fixation for anybody or anything. It all depends upon the situation. So when I was a kid, I had a fixation for cricket. You know, we used to play cricket, and I was so crazy about it that uh, I would get up early in the morning, and our entire team, I would say, would get up early in the morning at around 5 and go to the playground, because there was just one playground in our locality and many teams used to come over there. So in order to capture the pitch, we had to go a bit earlier than the others. So uh, we had a fixation with cricket, playing cricket, that is to say. The word slight. Now, what we have to do is we have to find out a similar relationship with the word slight. So fetish and fixation are synonyms, so we need to find a word that is a synonym of the word slight. The word slight can be used in many ways. The first is a small quantity. For example, if I say there has been a slight change in the schedule, it means that a little bit of a change has happened. If I say the people were amazed at the exhibition of the sleight of hand by the street artist or the street performer, it means that he was doing some tricks and people were not able to pick his tricks, and he was producing things out of thin air, and obviously that was all a part of trickery, and it is this kind of trickery is called sleight of hand, or in Hindi we have an expression hath ki safai. uh, so the word slight can be used in this way. It can also be used to talk about the build of a person. If you say a person is slightly built, it means that you are saying that they are lean and wiry or slim and trim. It means they are not heftily built, they are not strongly built. The word slight also is used to talk about uh, hurling abuses in a particular direction. Uh, if you see what is happening on media today, you'll find out that many politicians talk about their opponents in a very unkind way, and they are insulting towards them, and they are mean towards them, and they say all kinds of things to their opponents. So if you direct some slight towards any person, it means that you are throwing an insult in their direction, and that's why the right option over here is C, insult. The last group is dash is to zenith is proportionate to fear is to composure. Now, zenith is the topmost point. Fear and composure, the pair uh, is of two opposite words. Now, when we talk about composure, it means that you are composed, it means that you are calm even in adverse situations. You are able to maintain your cool in all kinds of circumstances, and then we say that you have a lot of composure, or you don't lose your composure when you are in tension or you are under pressure. So fear is actually a lack of composure. When you are afraid, you start panicking and you lose your composure. Now the options are apex, heaven, heights, and nadir. The three words apex, heaven, and heights all are talking about the highest point, that is the pinnacle or the zenith. and that's why they are synonyms of the word zenith and not the antonym as such. But the word nadir is the literal opposite of the word zenith. The word zenith means apex or the topmost point, but the word nadir means the ebb or the lowest point. And that's why the relationship exhibited by fear and composure, that is the opposite words, is exhibited by nadir and zenith. At the end, I would leave some questions over here for you to practice so that you could work upon some of the skills that you have learned in this video. So till we meet next, keep practicing.